Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Texas Rangers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here are Ned Yost's Kansas City Royals in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Yu Darvish will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. Got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Gerard Dyson will head for the box now as we're just about set to get underway in Game 1 of this AL Division Series. And Steve, after that wild card win, what's the mindset here going forward?
Well, once you come out of a stressful game like that, I think you got to build on that success and say, we've got to keep this thing going. You can't just be happy to be here, or else, I think you get buried.
Now, the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
Darvish pauses. Here it is on 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Nori Aoki will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ball game.
And if he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Leaning, and he makes the catch. Oh, he took it right out of the dugout for the second out. Wow.
Hey, that was nice.
Eric Hosmer will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Here he comes on 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Chu, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
Well, that's just a breaking ball right there that doesn't break a whole lot. And I think you'd have to say he's pretty lucky that this ball stayed in the ballpark. I mean, how close was this thing to getting out of the park? That close.
Alex Gordon will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Well, accuracy is always appreciated with umpires, and Fillmore, he's no exception. He'll miss one here and there, but it's really pretty rare from what I hear.
He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. And Beltre will make the catch to retire the side. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Steve, what's the key for him here tonight?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Dylan G gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Leonis Martin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Yeah, and I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Blanton scoops it up, and a rather easy first out.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, a one-out base runner here in the bottom of the first. Now you've got the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up. Let's see if they can turn this into the first run of the ball game.
Prince Fielder takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. In there, strike one.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Runner at first here, one man out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Looking up is Dyson. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A two-run home run for Prince Fielder. His first homer so far in the series, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Stepping in now, Corey Hart.
Corey Hart.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a two-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. To his right, Blanton. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Leading off the inning, Salvador Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Salvador Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
I think that's a situation where he just wasn't ready for the fastball, and it got on him too quickly and just hits a lazy fly ball to right.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 1 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Batting 7.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Justin Maxwell into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Douglas Prescott strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch of the at-bat. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but Until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Standing in now, Michael McCabe. As he'll take a look at ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Dyson. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
I think he might have gotten into that home run trot a little early. Off the bat, I think he thought that this was out of here, but winds up just shy of the wall out there in dead center field.
Elvis Andrus gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. High in the air and deep to left center field. Gordon going back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Shane Victorino.
Man at second here with two away, and here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. Low for ball one. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Rangers go down quickly there. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. Barry Blanton is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Second baseman, Barry Blanton.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. One away here to begin the third.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Rod Karowski.
Striding into the box, Rod Karowski, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Here's Jarrod Dyson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Shane Victorino digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Shane Victorino.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Dyson shading to his right. 1 out.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile-an-hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Leonys Martin will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Hey, so much for having to protect on an 0-2 count. This guy takes a huge rip at this ball and squares it up nicely. Just a tough break for him that he hit it right at someone.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Going after it is Gordon. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Nori Aoki, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And you know, the problem with this slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Eric Hosmer walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And that's been their only hit so far in the game.
And that's up and in for ball one.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Here comes the 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball two.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
Darvish a check on first, and the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Bounce to first. Fielder has it. Andrus on to Fielder, and they turn to a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Alex Gordon will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Fielders in time, and with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail it here 2-0. Prince Fielder is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gordon's after it. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Up next for the Rangers, designated hitter, Corey Hart.
Corey Hart is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they can't get Hart to chase there, but he's still behind. A ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Kurowski ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The third
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that, so just keep on throwing it.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Salvador Perez will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Mike Moustakas comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
One and 2, here it comes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Into the box, Justin Maxwell. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Two
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Barry Blanton is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Ready with the 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Man, he goes for this pitch hook, line, and sinker. I'll tell you, he needed a hook, line, and sinker to fish that one out of the dirt.
Into the box now, Rod Kurowski as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Douglas Prescott comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Douglas Prescott.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, reaching base to kick off the inning. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to that, so they finally have a base runner here for the first time in a couple innings.
Now to the plate, Michael McCabe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Runner goes. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. A runner at first with no outs here. That misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Grounded up the first baseline. A step on the bag for one. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Elvis Andrus walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Grounded to short. Kurowski is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Rangers, but they're on top 2-0. Jarrod Dyson will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Here's Nori Aoki. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. One out, nobody on. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Pitch out, nothing doing. Runners on first with one down. Two and one after the foul ball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
This is pulled into right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that's just great concentration right there. You can see the extension, and he really sells out for this one, and he's able to absorb the impact and hold on to the baseball. That's a sweet play.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Now the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And here he's thinking, with two away, even if I get thrown out, I'll get this guy a second chance to start the next inning with a fresh count. But, hey, it worked out in their favor anyway.
Two out here and a runner at second. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. That's inside and low. It's a ball and two strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And Victorino will make the catch, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. They're down 2-0. Shane Victorino gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Hot shot to third. And he's set down, 1 away.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Leonis Martin will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A good action on a 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. A little low, it's 2-2. One out, nobody on. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full, 3-2. Shin-Soo Choo will follow here. He waits on deck. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And so far, he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Showtrack will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-0 pitch on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Now Choo will lay off ball 4 here, and he's going to reach.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of it. With the bases empty and 2 outs, the walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Prince Fielder will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
2 out with the man at first. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 1-2 delivery. High and deep to center field. Dyson ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game as the Rangers have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. David Robertson is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
City, number 30, David Robertson. Now batting, the designated hitter. Corey.
Stepping in now, Corey Hart, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Three and 0 now.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Aoki moves over, and that ends the inning. But 2 here in the Rangers half of the inning, and they come on this 2-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Rangers. Welcome back to Arlington. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Salvador Perez is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike one.
Here it comes on 1-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Choo ranging back to the track. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Now batting, designated hitter, Justin
in now,
Maxwell.
Justin Maxwell. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a chopper out to second. McCabe over to his left. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Barry Blanton will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slapped hard the opposite way. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rangers 4 and the Royals 1. Adrian Beltre will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Robertson's ready. 1-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Standing in now, Douglas Prescott, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now. Set. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball right side. Oh, he makes the stop. He's up with it. The throw. He's out.
Wow. Made it look easy.
How about
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Into the box, Michael McCabe, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. Rangers set down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Rod Kurowski will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. And that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This is line to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Gerard Dyson will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
You've got to wonder if fatigue's becoming a bigger factor here to start the 8th.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line, as there may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Martin makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nori Aoki.
Nori Aoki digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
And this is low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Here it comes, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Shin-Soo Choo there to play it, and that's out number 2.
First baseman number 35, Eric Hosmer.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, this is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Tanner Scheppers will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Alex Gordon will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
Here's the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded by Beltran. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Royals strand a pair. They trail it 4-1. Elvis Andrus will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Robertson pauses. First pitch on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
All of a sudden, home plate's jumping around on him out there. He hasn't found the strike zone yet.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Three and 0 now. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 2,
Leonys Martin will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Mm, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose the location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment. But he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
First and second here with nobody out. All even now, 2-2. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
You can bet that man right there is thinking he'd love to get a shot with the bases loaded.
Smoke toward the hole. Hosmer has it. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Shin-Soo Choo will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Off is Martin. Pitch is high. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. Set and the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
On deck, you got a guy that's homered twice already.
I don't know that you want to be putting on more base runners to face him.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Prince Fielder will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Now the 1-1 coming to Fielder. This one's down to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So good work there from the Kansas City bullpen. We're on to the 9th here in Game 1. The Rangers on top here, 4-1. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with Dallas in the background as we welcome you back to baseball on the show.
Your attention, please.
So a save opportunity now here in the 9th, and on to try to wrap this one up is a guy who's made it back from some serious arm troubles the past few years, the closer, Neftali Feliz. Salvador Perez will be the man who will start things in the 9th as they go to work against Feliz.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Short, hit hard. Andres fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Feliz sets. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fastball chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Martin. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Justin Maxwell makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. Two out, nobody on. Crowd on its feet. Here's Feliz to the plate. Kansas City, good night.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rangers come out on top 4-1. Good night from Arlington.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rangers. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Kansas City, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Yu Darvish. The save to Neftali Feliz. The loss goes to Dylan G. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the ballpark, 49,115. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.